Hola amiga, and welcome to the Latina Leadership Podcast, the podcast by Latinas for all women. Get ready because today's conversation is really special.
So hey everyone, this is Marianne Garcia, founder and executive director of Raíces Unidas, presenting today with Latina Leadership Podcast. And next to me here is Sam Navarre. So Sam, who are you? What do you do? And what are we doing here today?
My name is Sam Navarre, and I'm the co-founder of By the Wayside, bar and live music with my husband, Braden. And we have a space that is a bar, but it's really a lot more than a bar. It's a gathering place for celebrating and showcasing local artists and musicians, and just really reconnecting and really getting in person with one another, meeting somebody new. And this whole place is organized to really encourage you to meet somebody new, meet a musician, meet a local artist, and just bring us back to real human connection again.
You know, and I say all of that to say that I think we all kind of struggle with identity, especially having, deep roots, Mexican roots, but then also having deep American roots, right? And so I think that that's why National Latina Day is very important, because at the end of the day, we're all Latinas. It doesn't matter if you're from Mexico, if you're from Costa Rica, it doesn't matter. We're all sisters, we're all connected, sisters and brothers, and that's the whole reason why I created Raíces Unidas, my nonprofit, because I truly feel that we're all connected one way or another.
I love that. I agree. I think that there are a million different experiences that we all have being Latina, and there's not one singular experience that we all have. And it means a lot to me that everyone embraces that fact, and it feels very welcoming and empowering and supportive to me.
Well, I agree. And I'm actually very grateful that you guys are being so supportive when it comes to National Latina Day and just creating the space in general. Because, again, if you guys have not been to By the Wayside, I encourage you to come. I believe, tell us what days you have live music.
Yes, we have musician jams on Mondays. Those are a lot of fun.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I witnessed the very first one. It was amazing.
Those are so fun. It's very organic, just the flow of music really as an art form. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we have live acts where bands will come perform, anywhere from duos to, I think the largest band we had was a 6-piece.
Oh my.
Wow. Yeah, you couldn't fit on the stage.
You make it work.
Yeah.
I love that. Hey, that's what it's about. We make it work. We always make it work. So tell me a little bit about, the acts that you guys bring here and at By the Wayside. What type of musicians do you bring, or how do you select your musical talent?
Yeah, I'm really glad that you asked that question, because it's really not about being a performing musician professionally for over a decade and having a long resume. It's really more about being devoted to your craft, being professional, even if you've only played 0 gigs. Being professional and being devoted to being a musician, that's really all that matters to us. We want to showcase that kind of talent.
And what type of acts have you? I know you opened in April, correct?
Yes.
So since April, tell me a little bit about the acts that have already performed here.
Yeah. Let's see. We've had, I think everybody so far is local, which we love. We're thinking about branching out into having people come in from Austin or Dallas or the surrounding areas, but everybody so far has been local Houston musicians, wow. which I think is really cool, because
yes.
a lot of people don't realize we have so much talent here. Mm-hmm.
Actually, we are a beautiful, talented city, but let me just say that, wow, because again, I've been here quite a few times when there's bands playing, and oh my gosh, they are so talented. You would think that they've toured the world, that they've been, and they probably have, who knows, but
yeah.
To have such amazing talent here in our backyard and not even know, and to be able to, for them to have a platform to showcase their talent, that's amazing. So you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for that. Thank you for creating a space and creating that platform for musicians to showcase the amazing talent that we have here in Houston.
Yeah, it feels really special to us to be in the room and just be like, it's really happening.
I think that leads me to my next question, as as you are in the back, right? Just kind of witnessing what you and your husband have created and, just, the community you guys have created, people interacting with one another. What runs through your head? What's going through your mind at that moment?
It's really, really difficult to describe. I'll probably cry if I really, really think and feel into it, because it's something that we worked on for 3 years and that we care so deeply about. So it really feels surreal, like I'm in a dream.
Oh,
Like,
you're making me cry. Stop.
yeah, it's like if you had your biggest dream that you feel is so out of reach, like materialized in front of you. It's really crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. And what would you tell? You said that, it took you guys 3 years to create this amazing space that you had, and you guys did an amazing job, by the way. But what would you tell someone that is in similar shoes that you guys were 3 years, like in those beginning stages? Like, what type of advice would you give them?
Yes. So I would definitely say don't rush into spending thousands of dollars on creating a brick and mortar. Start doing pop-ups. You can do that with very little upfront capital, and you can start building your community, and you can start actually seeing if it's something that you really, really are passionate about doing. And if you stay devoted to it, you'll start building a community and you'll start building the support, and you might even meet somebody who's like, I'm really passionate about this too, and they help you build it. So I would definitely say start like doing stuff, start taking action, start doing pop-ups and see what happens.
Okay. Pop-ups. I'm glad you said that, because National Latina Day, we actually have about I want to say about 15 vendors, small business vendors. The majority of them are Latina-owned businesses. We have a couple that are not Latina-owned, but at the end of the day, this is Raíces Unidas, and we're all sisters and brothers and sisters, and we promote everybody. But, how does that make you feel, knowing that, your space is creating a platform for small business owners to do exactly what you just said?
It makes me so happy. It really makes me feel like I'm on the path that I set out to traverse. It makes me feel like I'm doing something meaningful in the world, and it makes me so happy to give that space to somebody, because it can be really difficult to find a space where it makes sense for you to pop your business up, because it's a lot of work. It costs money. And so to give somebody a space to be able to do that where it makes sense and they can promote their products and what they do, I love it. It makes me feel so fulfilled.
That's great. That's amazing. I love it, guys. Well, okay. So August 20th, National Latina Day. What are you guys most excited to see that day?
I'm just so excited to see this space activated in the way that we dreamed of. We never wanted this to be a bar that people just came and drank too much at, or really just came to drink and that's it. So I'm excited to see the space activated in that way, bringing people together and seeing people connect over something so important like National Latina Day, and just all the different women who have all different kinds of experiences being Latina come together and be in collaboration and uplift each other, and just be in the room for that.
I love it. I love it. And we're excited as well. A few things that you guys can expect on National Latina Day. We will be highlighting 12 Latinas from the Houston area, all walks of life. When I thought of this event, I wanted to celebrate all Latinas, our stay-at-home moms, because you know what? You couldn't pay me enough to stay at home. So I don't think there's a salary high enough. So hats to you, stay-at-home moms. Man, they need to be celebrated too. It's not only about corporate America and 9-to-5ers. They are literally, our stay-at-home moms are raising our leaders of tomorrow. It's just like the teachers, you know what I mean? Our educators. So that's very important too. We seem to want to celebrate, the ladies that have made it high in C-suites and corporate America. And yes, absolutely, because you're opening doors for others. You're paving the way, but it's not only about them. It's about all of us. It's about the woman who is a custodian who's worked, 30 years of her life to put her children through college, and now they are, the next leaders. It's about that. It's about just so many different, professions, and just everyone from every walk of life. And that's what I was thinking about when I created this event, that I wanted to celebrate all Latinas, all women. And so we will be celebrating them. We've selected 12 Latinas that are amazing at what they do. And, slowly we have been announcing them. There's going to be, a local artist as well, creating a live piece. She has several murals around the Houston area. We have a Latina performer that will be outside, just creating the whole, just a fun environment. She's very poetic in what she does and very talented. And then we have a red carpet as well, guys. So come dressed in your best attire, whatever you feel that makes you feel Latina, dress like that. Like that, the more extra, the better in my case. I mean, look at the earrings. Okay, just, you know what I mean? Like, if you know me, you know I'm extra. So yeah, I want to see it all. I want to see colors. I want to see big earrings. I want to see all of it. So yeah, you can expect a lot of fun. And then also, when we created this event, I wrote a book, Grassroots, the Blueprint to Grassroots, and this book was about my nonprofit. And this was back in July when I released it, I was told, when are you going to do a book release party or something? And I'm like, no, I don't really want to. Well, and I kept on hearing, well, we have to celebrate you. And that's when this whole thing came up. Okay, yeah, okay, I want to celebrate too, but let's celebrate everyone around me. And let's make it one big celebration. So come prepared to celebrate, guys. Let's celebrate one another. Celebrate Sam, because you guys are doing amazing things in the community. And just one big party, guys. So Sam, we know you opened up in April, and congratulations on all of the success that you guys have had so far, and all of the success to come. But what's next for Sam and for By the Wayside?
Oh man, I'm really glad that you're asking me that question, because we really need to be thinking. It's been such a whirlwind since we opened, and we have been a little bit in survival mode. Because you guys have really showed up, and thank you so much to the community for, just visiting our space. But some things that we have in mind that we're really excited about is activating the outdoor space, especially once it starts to cool down outside. Like, we're in talks to do a blues music festival. So think like music festivals outside for the community. Just anything that we can do to help people gather and just enjoy the weather throughout fall. And then, I don't know, who knows? Maybe we can think more concepts in the East End if it makes sense. We'll see where this leads us.
Wow, that sounds so exciting. So Sam, tell us how we can reach you. Tell us where you're located. Give us all the details. So if someone wanted to say, hey, let's go hang out at By the Wayside, where can they find you?
Yeah, so we are located just a couple miles east from the original Ninfas on Navigation Boulevard. And you can find us on Instagram at By the Wayside. And our new website will be launching in about 2 weeks.
Yay, congratulations.
Okay.
So tell us what your physical address is. Where can we come and enjoy your amazing matcha drink?
We are located at 5644 Navigation Boulevard. We're open 7 days a week now. Monday through Wednesday, we're 4 to midnight. Thursday, Friday, we're 4 to 2. And Saturday and Sunday, we open at 11 a.m. and we'll be launching brunch soon. Saturday, we close at 2 and Sunday close at midnight.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Well, catch us here By the Wayside. Join us August 20th, National Latina Day. See you then.
See you then.
Bye.